everybody. I am back for your Mary Season 2 episode. I don't even know review. I'm sorry I'm getting to you guys too late, but I wanted to wait until my hair was done. Yes. I know y'all love this, right? Y'all love this, right? Live for this, right? Yes. 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 All kind of Little Mermaid teas. Yes. All kind of Little Mermaid Ariel teas. Let's get on to the Mary notes. So Mitch wants to meet with Erica so that she can be a judge for How Sweet the Sound, this gospel TV show where they do like a gospel American Idol. And Mitch wants her alone to meet with the man so that she can get the job by herself, since Tina has been, is going to be on maternity leave soon. Erica is not sure if she wants to do that. Mitch says you shouldn't just sit at home just because Tina is on pregnancy leave. You shouldn't just have to sit home. So this is going to be a problem for the rest of the episode because, as we all know, this is going to eat away at Erica because she hasn't told Tina. And y'all know how Tina get when people don't, so y'all just telling Tina? Y'all just telling me about what's going on with Mary? Y'all just telling the other Mary what's going on with Mary just because I'm on pregnancy leave? She gonna go and do work without me, so what's that mean? We gonna break up? Or I guess you gonna leave me like all the mother suckers I done made famous, huh? Mary is practicing for Essence, and Tina is digging into that voice. Oh, Lord, I'm so pregnant, I can't even dance, but I'ma sing. She was singing so damn hard, you thought the blood vessels was going to pop in her neck. She was singing for Jesus. She was generating God. It was going to come in a puff of haze, okay? It was going to come in a puff of haze. Like Cinderella's his name. You know what I mean? Cinderella, thing, but I'm having anything. Lorianne and Gugu are going shopping for Essence. And they cannot come to a happy medium with the Christian thing versus the, you're still on stage performing, so you still have to look good. You still have to look like a woman on stage. Like this is the day and age where Jesus doesn't really care about the fact that your pants fit your legs, okay? Calm the hell down. I remember that somebody commented and said that they saw the sisters wearing tights and you could see that their body, and that's not Christian. Like, let me tell y'all something, okay? Because I really want people to stop putting Christian on what they think is Christian. Ain't nowhere in the Bible does it say that being Christian implies a dress code, okay? So get that out of your mind. The Lord put us on this earth naked, and it is because of sin that we find something wrong with our bodies being naked or damn near. So I want everybody to stop thinking that just because these girls put on some leggings, that all of a sudden that takes some of the God out of their singing. I'm not here for it, people. Don't come back on here with that. Don't come back over here with it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Boobs. The Lord is all over me and keeping me alive. What you got to say? Lorianne wants to bring the neck down a little, as she would like to say. They can't come to an agreement, so they just leave it as it is. Because Google is like, you gotta be church. You gotta be church. You can't just be secular. This ain't secular music. This is church music. You gotta be dressed with the pants. I'm not here for that because I feel like you should still be up to date in your clothes. Tights and nice shirts that cover your breasts but still come down to a reasonable level. Like, it shouldn't look like me, but it could be about right here. Jesus don't mind. He'll be okay. He know what it look like under. I mean, I'm just saying. People are just so judgmental, and they want to use God to be judgmental. That works on my nerves. Gugu is meeting with the Marys to go over what clothes they're going to wear, right? And she's just kind of, being nonchalant, and they can tell that something is wrong. So they ask Gugu, what's wrong with you? What's wrong, Gugu? I mean, I know this is your job, but you are a sister, so let me act like I care about your feelings while we're trying to discuss what we're going to wear, right? Let's do that. So Gugu says it's Justin. Justin is upset because she can't spend enough time with him. Erica and Tina like, girl, nobody want to hear nothing about no Justin. What are you talking about some Justin? Tina's like, y'all don't even live in the same state. Ain't nobody worrying about him. What is you worrying about him for? And then Google starts to get in on it. She wants to marry him thing. Whatever, sorry. Tina tells her, live in the same city with him and see. How long y'all been dating for? 9 months? 9 months from across the country, and you think that y'all don't have the same little rub, give, love thing that y'all got for each other right now that y'all would have if y'all was actually living together? Trust me, y'all wouldn't. Let him come down here and get his wife like all the other men have done. Come down here and get you an Atkins, girl, but you gotta come to receive, okay? You can't just be over yonder beckoning for it to come to you, because God say faith without work is nothing at all, and you got to work, meaning you gotta get on a plane and come to LA if you want an Atkins, girl, if you want that work, okay? Show that work. Google to me, like, and she was on Twitter and everything, like, going at people because they were calling her unprofessional. And it's like, it don't matter how much you try to rib somebody based on their AVI, you're still unprofessional. Please just recognize that. I'm going to get into it, y'all, because I have a whole bunch to say, because me and Ashley got into it because she, for some reason, is always against Mitch, and I feel like a manager is supposed to push his clients to do the things that they've already decided that they're going to do. I'm just saying. If you commit to something and you trying to weasel your way into doing it the way you want to do it because you've once again gotten yourself pregnant, that's not your manager's fault, and that's not these businesses' fault. That's not the people that's coming to see Mary. That's not their fault. It's your job to get up there and perform. Manager's job is to make sure you get up there and perform. So if you want to perform, I guess you better do what? Listen to your manager and get up there and sing. Sing, anime. So then Google is talking about she's going to move to Atlanta to be with Justin. She's just waiting for him to propose to her. And they're like, so what about your career, dear? What about your money? I mean, do you really think that you're going to have the same client base in Atlanta as you do in LA? Come on now. You're going to be out there in Justin land by yourself. Your sisters ain't going to be there. It ain't going to be no Mary. So whoever you're going to have to find for work, you're going to have to fend for yourself, boo-boo, because your family ain't going to be there, and you just going to be in Justin land all by yourself. And Google is just not taking this in. She's not understanding this. To her, it's her and Justin against the world. And it's like, you met him over Facebook. Tina and Erica bring up what Justin did to Mitch. And Tina says that don't ever step to my manager and tell my manager that he could go ahead somewhere or something, like he could be replaced. No. Google and Erica told Google, if we had beat anybody else besides your sisters, you would have been fired. I've been saying that. I have been saying that the things that Google does, if it was anybody that she was working for that were not her two sisters, she would have been fired. She brings her personal stuff to work with her, and nobody wants to work with somebody like that. She acts very young-minded to me. I'm sorry, but from what I hear, she's about 31 or 32. And to me, she's very sheltered and a little naive about things. She may think she knows, but she don't really know. She act like she know. She got the boobies that make her look like she should know, but she don't know. I'm sorry, but for you to meet this guy on Facebook and based on a relationship that y'all have had via the phone for the past 9 months, you think that you're ready to marry him? That's a little, I don't know, juvenile, childish, adolescent, prepubescent, whatever you want to call it. That's not what's up. No, it's not. No, it's not. Google has the audacity to say that Mitch was just mad because Justin proved him wrong and he won the argument? Really? Is that what you think? You think that this whole thing is about somebody winning an argument? Let me explain it to you, Google. It ain't got nothing to do with somebody winning an argument. It has to do with the fact that this is a job. This is a business. And in what business does your boyfriend have the right to roll up on your boss and check him about checking you when you do things improperly? When you do things that aren't right. I don't know if improperly is a word or not. Don't judge me. I'm a little buzzed. All I know is if I were to have my boyfriend go and harass one of my managers at my job, I would get my ass fired. And that's right, I said ass. It's in the Bible. Get off my case. There's a time and a place for everything. And you need to really learn what battles to fight and which ones to lay by the wayside and let the Lord carry for you. So it's Father's Day. they in the Atkins household, and everybody is having this big old party for the fathers. The little children come up and say how much they love the fathers. And then we find out that Erica and Tina's daddy and mama have been divorced 3 times, and now he has some new woman. So it's always quite awkward when he comes around. Tina is there trying to do too much. Her mama is telling her to sit your behind down. And she's not listening to Miss Honey. Tell this man what you want to do. She not listening. And I'm trying to understand, where is the daddy at? Where is Teddy at? Teddy always want to turn him off when it comes to Essence, but he don't never want to turn nobody off when she around here doing 99 things. Why are you? Oh, she the only one that can cut up the baby food. The baby gonna eat the food regardless of how it's cut up, Tina. Calm down. The baby gonna eat the food anyway. If the baby hungry, the baby gonna eat. What you cutting it up into triangular shapes versus your mama circle shapes got to do with anything? What they got to do with it? You know Teddy is around here watching Tina do all this stuff that she's doing. And she's talking about, I don't want Teddy to hold that against me. I don't want him to hold it against me. What you mean? You're doing too much. If you home and there are other people around, why don't you let the other people do it, Tina? Just sit down. We get to Google. Google meets up with Mitch to discuss what the girls are supposed to be wearing for Essence. He is asking her about the clothes, and she has an attitude. Now, I don't know who else was watching Mary Mary, but I know when I was watching Mary Mary, I saw him asking her about business and her catching an attitude because her sisters checked her about having her boyfriend try or almost check Mitch, okay? I'm not here for her feeling like, you went behind my back and talked to my sisters? How are you going to go behind my back and talk to my sisters? I thought we had discussed this. No, Mitch, this is so totally unprofessional. You were just mad because he proved you wrong in the argument. What argument? He threatened him and told him not to tell you anything anymore. So wait, let me get this straight. You work for me, but I'm not supposed to tell you nothing because your little rabbit mouth, go for beave it, leave it, boyfriend is going to supposedly put his hands on my shoulders and I'm not going to curse. Now, in what land would this woman still have her job? What land, what realm of being, I don't know, maybe in Once Upon a Time land, maybe in Storybrooke, I don't know. Maybe back there yonder in a country or something like that, or maybe over the creeks and stuff of the mountains and everything, where people would be okay with their boss being checked by one of the employees' boyfriends. Where they do that at? Not around here, get you fired. Mitch wasn't even trying to discuss that at the moment, but because of how she felt about him going behind her back, Justin had the right to defend his woman. You're just mad because he won the fight, and then she wobbles her little penguin-shaped self away. I'm sorry, Google. Your attitude is so stank. I love Erica and Tina, even though I don't agree with everything they do. Like, I still feel like they should apologize to Mitch for saying what they said to him. Obviously, his feelings were hurt. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel how I feel about things. I love Mary Mary, and I will continue to support their show and their music, but y'all need to get a new stylist. Sorry, Google. So Teddy is all over Tina and trying to keep that baby alive. And she tells him that nothing short of labor is going to keep her from being in Essence. Nothing. So Tina meets with the guy about how sweet the sound. She feels awkward about performing by herself. She doesn't want to mess up the brand of Mary Mary. And Erica hasn't told Tina yet, like I told y'all. So Mitch asks, am I supposed to tell Tina this? Am I supposed to inform Tina that you're going to do this? And she was like, no, let me talk to her as my sister first. Obviously, she's decided to do How Sweet the Sound with just her instead of, it being her and Tina, which I feel like that's perfectly fine. I mean, in any other case, if you were in a group and one of the group members was sick, the whole group would still go around doing the things they needed to do with just the other person not being there. They just say, hey, this person is doing this, so for the meantime, in between time, we're just going to have the remaining members, but when they get back on track, they'll be back in this thing like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not that serious to me. But I feel like Erica is trying to create a way that if she needs to get out of Mary, she can get out of Mary. That's what she's trying to do, because she sees that Tina is going to continuously be having children and showing up late for stuff. And we all know ain't nobody on that CP time. Ain't nobody on that CP time. I know CP time is color people time, but don't worry about that. Like I told y'all, I'm a little buzzed. Let's continue. They're all getting ready for the show. Not only does Tina bring Teddy, but she brings Teddy mama and like 2 of her kids. And I'm like, so okay, so you brought Teddy mama so she could sit and watch the kids while she go perform. Okay, that makes sense. And no, that's not what we doing. Everybody going to the performance. Everybody gonna pack up into one SUV and hell pike over to the performance, which is less than, 20 minutes away. And we can't get out the door. Word. If I was Erica, I'd be trying to find a way out too. Just in case. Okay? Just in case. It's not all that it seems. If y'all don't know about that, 5 heartbeats. 5 out of 5. Get your life. There's some foolishness with traffic, but eventually Mitch gets them through because you know what? He's a manager and he does what he's supposed to do, people. So he got them through the gates, got them on stage, and Teddy was looking all up in Tina's vagina area, all in her face, trying to make sure that there was no pain coming from the vagina to the face, to the emotions, so that he would know if she would be able to do Essence. And then Tina was like, I'm trying not to look at him, because if I look at him, then he gonna give me that "you're doing too much, calm me down" thing. And I don't want to see that, because it's going to mess me up. And I don't want to see that. So I'm trying not to look at Teddy. And I was like, Lord, this is too much to have to go through just to perform. Jesus Christ, just get up there and sing and get you off the stage. So then, at the end of the show went fabulous, as most of their shows always go, except for the one with Lionel Richie. Every show has went well. And they go out there, and people are out there wanting to get their autographs, and Tina stands on a picnic table. What if you fell? What if you fell, or what if you was coming down and hit your belly on one of the corners of the table? Anything could have happened. And you climbing on top of tables, Tina? Why? Because the people couldn't see her. The people saw you on stage, Tina. They saw you on stage. Then they don't want pictures being taken of their children. Why are y'all on a reality TV show if y'all don't want pictures taken of your children, Jesus? Mitch had to carry the baby to the van with the head covered like it was a Jackson baby. I don't know what's going on, okay? So Mitch goes to the hotel room after the show to see what Teddy has to say, if he is going to shut down Essence or not. Teddy is giving Mitch the eye like, this ain't got nothing to do with you, get out the room. And Tina is like, I appreciate you for coming trying to run that interference, Mitch, but Teddy ain't worrying about nothing you got to say right now. They still worrying about whether, nobody's still sure whether Tina's going to be able to make it to Essence. Because, like they said, they felt like she's pushing herself too much. So they get to the airport, and she's still not feeling good. Question, y'all. All of that aside, my question. Why was that grown child in that stroller? Let me tell you something. That child looked like they can walk. What that was in the stroller for? What that was in the stroller for, Jesus? So then we get to Erica, and she wants to talk to Warren about the How Sweet the Sound thing. And he tells her that, it's her next step is to basically try to get out on her own. And she's worried and she's upset. And she just knows that next episode is going to be that thong, thong, thong. I got to tell Tina that I'm going to be doing How Sweet the Sound without her. This episode was kind of blah to me. The only thing that really was like, an uproar was the whole, once again, Google and Mitch thing. That was the only stuff that really kind of, burnt my bubbles, kind of worked on my nerves. But besides that, the episode was just kind of like, whatever. But I hope you all liked my review. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Yes. Oh, yes, and I will be making a video about this hair, about this Brazilian wavy fabulousness that I'm giving y'all in this camera.